Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corners, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 2 of Setting My Own Path. And what I wanted to talk to you today about was following your heart, following your dreams, following your spirit, that drive within you. What's written in the stars for you? What's written in the stars for me? And does anybody get to decide what's written in the stars for someone else? I mean, I understand that, judges and people who feel like they can judge think that they can dictate what or how somebody should live their lives. But really, it's written in the stars from God. And there are so many things in my life that have unresolved trauma, unresolved issues from childhood, from early, from when I was an early parenting, and dealing with the school system that said, this is how we do it, and you have to follow along because you have to be a sheep, and your daughter, has to fit in our little circle pegs instead of the square pegs, and oh, it was awful. It was just terrible because I couldn't I couldn't do it. I couldn't follow their rules. I couldn't go along with what they were trying to shove down my throat. And so I have a lot of unresolved issues that kind of blew up into a psychotic episode and or numerous episodes. And but it's all based on trauma. It wasn't so much, in my case, so much mental illness. It wasn't like, oh, she has bipolar, so she could go at any moment. It was like any buildup of being controlled and being told what to do and how to do it, and you have to be like us or else you're out, or when I was going against the school system, it was like I was here by myself, no spouse, no parents, no sisters, no brothers to help me. And there was probably 10 to 12 people on the other side of the table going, we are a united front. You will not get past us. And we know what's best for your child. And so here I sit going, this reminds me of my childhood, where I'm not able, you're trying to get through. You're trying to, like, say, my daughter needs help, and she needs help now. Um, and they were saying, well, you conform with us, or else you're, you know, or else what? We have to move, or we have to sue them. That's what they told me. The special ed director told me, either you sue us or move. Well, I couldn't afford to move, so we had to sue them. Well, that lawsuit was a whole nother. That was when I started to lose everything, and that was totally unresolved issues that I was dealing with. And I can't imagine I'm the only parent that's dealt with that, where it's like, this is how it is, and you're not going to get through because if we let you through, there's going to be 15 other kids that go behind you. Well, I'm not worried about the other 15 kids. I'm worried about my child, and she needs help now. And so it was like this and like this and like this, and then I had some breaks, and then I had more breaks, and I had more breaks, and the judges looked at me as if I was permanently broken. And I wasn't permanently broken, I just had unresolved trauma. And I don't know about anybody else, their stories or how long they wind up getting sick or how long they remain in their trauma or um, in their psychosis or their bipolar or schizophrenia or whatever is causing them to have their break, that leads to an NGI. But we deserve better than that. We deserve to be treated better. And so this is my path. This is what's written in the stars for me. And so how do you find the courage to face your fear? How do you find the courage to have the confidence to go out there and say, you know what, this ain't right. This is not how we are supposed to treat people. So, and how do we make friends after that? You know, how do you explain it? When employers say, explain this charge, how in the heck do you explain something like that without, like, looking as if you're broken, you know? So, all right. So these are the classic tarot cards. One for the past, one for the present, and one for the future. So the path I'm hopefully setting today is that you don't have to feel alone, first off. Second off, it might have been partially my fault for getting sick because I didn't take better care of myself or something, but you can't control it. You can't control your environment. You can't control how people treat you. You can't control that. But back then I wish I would have said, no, this is me, and I'm setting my own path, and I'm doing my own thing, and I'm going around the system whether you like it or not. And that's a big job for one person to do. So, all right. So for the past, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of that defender of the seed. He's defending the garden from all kinds of things to defend from. The present, we have Queen of Wands. We have that black cat there, which is like your shadow self, the things you don't want people to see. Not everybody wants to hear this. Not everybody wants to see it, but this is the path that I'm on, and this is the stage that I'm in, and this is where I'm at. Oops. And, sorry, the third one is the World, and she's naked, so I won't show you that one. The World card is, you know, the end of the chapter, the completion of the chapter, you figured it all, the lesson, and you're on to the next lesson. So, all right, these are the Healing Spirit cards by Gordon Smith. And the intention I'm setting today for this card is, let's just do it. You know, have the confidence to just get out there and do it. You know, for me, I have to treat myself better. I have to talk to myself better. I have to say, you know, they don't get to have the last word. I get to have the last word. So, all right. This says, be like your spirit guide. I think we just had this one not long ago. And 16. The world can be full of judgment and jealousy, and it's easy to get dragged into problems that are not your own. Remember that you have a true friend in the spirit world who only wants the best for you and who will guide you away from such negativities if you allow them to do so. When you are between a rock and a hard place, do what your guide would do and lead by example. Your guide is showing you that you can rise above petty things and become more and bring more spiritual action to the situation. You are bigger than this. I know we just recently had that one. So, all right. So I wish everybody a beautiful day. Get out there and, shine. Shine like the stars you're meant to be. You are written in stars. And get out there. Get the confidence to say, I, one, can share my story. Two, I don't have to feel afraid of what people think about me or say about me, or it's easy for somebody to say, oh, it's too hard. That's the easy way out. Get out there and share your story, whether it's a YouTube video, podcast type thing that I'm doing like that, or you know with your family, or with your children, or with your parents, brothers, sisters, friends, um, mentors. Share your story. Don't hold it in that you were, have unresolved trauma that it hasn't been, received, that hasn't received closure yet. So, all right, everybody have a beautiful day.